Okay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a little while. It's been a hot minute, as some would say. But everything should be a-okay. We are doing pretty good. Let's see. Oh, that is weird. Apparently, I can't set tracks to repeat anymore, which is not very optimal. Unless they repeat by default, which could be the case. I guess we'll figure it out. But let's see. Can you guys hear the music? Is it not too loud? I'm hoping it's not too loud.
Let's adjust it on for ourselves.
I don't even hear it, actually. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
It is quite quiet for the
Okay.
Okay. But, yeah. Last time we had left off...
Remind me again, does Firefox not play friendly with this?
No, it should be fine, Firefox.
It's
No,
okay.
it's fine now.
I'm on Firefox.
It was probably like some weird update or some bullshit.
Is this dash of dice is the link now, or?
Yes, there's a new link.
Yeah, I'm clicking on it. Okay, give me a sec.
It should
Give
work.
my... Oh, I hear music, but my thing still. Give me a sec. Maybe it's ad block or something.
Oh, right. Your map wasn't working last time, right?
Hmm.
Does it still not work?
Yeah, it's just a black screen.
It's not supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to see on the screen.
I'm on Firefox. What version are you on?
I shall try a different browser.
Do you not update your browsers? Shame.
I'm on 126.01.
Yeah, what he said. I use Edge.
Or like
So you
Edge.
use Chrome.
Yes, edging.
I love,
Edging.
Handed.
I love edging.
Understandable.
You know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And
It's
sometimes
What's
you
your
fine.
gotta
name?
do.
Jake's cat.
Exactly.
I'm in there.
Excellent. Can you see the shit map that I've drawn? Or not the map, the button.
I see the control panel.
Controls,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. That is what you are intending to see. Can you go over to the param map and see that, or is that still not working?
Loading.
Oh.
Still loading.
Failed drawing interface canvas group. Pin cushion revealed notes is not a registered game setting.
Yeah.
Do it.
Same thing.
Fuck me. Piece.
It said something about 3 packages. I couldn't read it that fast.
No, it's
though.
okay. I also have the same error, and the issue
Okay.
is that this is not an error that I expected to show up. Well, this is what I get for fucking updating the thing. Oh my god. Okay. What about this map? Failed drawing interface canvas group pincushion reveal notes. Let's see. Even on the ship? Oh wow. Okay. It is fucked. Ladies and gentlemen, we are playing in the theater of the mind today. Yep, that's what it's starting to look like.
We still have our character sheets.
Man, what the fuck is going on? Okay, let me see if I can disable a module really quickly, and it might fix it. Was it pin cushion? I apologize. This was never supposed to happen. Let's
Oh,
see.
gee.
This is a restart pending. Please restart your game, your connection.
The map is loading.
It's at 100%. Hey, it loaded. Oh, my magical. Well, it loaded for me. I don't know if it loaded for you. Oh, it loaded. Let's go.
Loading floor 2 Bastion. Yep, we're good.
Pog champ.
Firefox is working. Can confirm.
Okay. X, you can see the map?
Use Firefox.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I'm
Use
on
Firefox,
floor 2 Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
I'm on Edge though.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, my man also likes to edge, and that's excellent to know. But last last we had left off, if I recall correctly, you guys had managed to kind of come into the security room, got into the controls room and the weapons room with the assistance of Abe, and kind of like fumbled around, tried to investigate and determine if there was anything that could allow you to control these guardians. But one thing that you did find was, if I recall correctly, a map of the entire surroundings, of which allows you to kind of see the entire layout of this floor, as well as how things are kind of labeled and how you can potentially proceed forward. I don't recall if you guys had gone back to, like, if you guys had left again, or if you guys were still within this second floor.
Didn't we go back to heal, or am I misremembering? Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm low as hell right now.
I think you
I
guys.
am pretty healthy.
Let me check my health.
Let me move around. Confirm.
I'm pretty healthy.
Alright, well, I'm at like 2.
Am I locked
Where's the
in?
HUD?
The HUD should still be there. Are you missing something?
Can you pull it up again?
It should be the crossed swords on the top left. Oh,
It's not working for me.
the Argon. Okay, so the reason a lot of these modules are currently broken is because they were designed for version 11 of this Foundry Virtual Tabletop, but I had updated to version 12 because there was a lot of like actual features that I wanted in version 12 that I couldn't get in version 11. So because of that, a bunch of the actual modules that we normally would use is currently broken, including the Argon HUD, it looks like. So if you double click your character sheet, you should be able to just open it up normally. As of currently, we will have to wait until those update for those to be fixed.
It's fine.
Is anyone able to move their character token?
Do you have them? Oh, I turned into a ghost, actually. That's cool.
Oh,
Oh, no, I froze in the game. Soft lock.
Can't you move your
my
token?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
I'm also unable to move my
Yeah, I
token.
just broke it as
I
soon as I
soft
tried.
locked it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, what the hell? Okay, all right.
There's a lock symbol on my guy as soon as I tried that.
Oh, maybe we're just locked.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, I'm gonna disable all the modules that are currently incompatible.
Like
Unless I'm like encumbered. Is that what that
You
symbol
are
means?
encumbered. However, that does not necessarily cause you to prevent you from being able to move unless your weight is like significantly overweight, which I don't think you are. I can't even open your character sheet right now, so I'm pretty sure something's fucked.
I'm at 92 out of 165.
Yeah, something's fucked. Melanic core. Let's see. These ones are not needed. So I'm just gonna actually deactivate.
I have 32 pounds of ration. What am I holding this for?
Bro's hungry. He
Hungry.
gotta eat.
I'm
He gotta
hungry.
eat. Yeah.
Okay,
All more he thinks about is food.
I am going to reset. Oh, all of my modules are gonna be gone, but fuck it, whatever. I don't care. I would rather be able to actually play the game rather than not. So, if you double click your character sheets, they should now be working, and you should be able to move. Obviously, I won't be able to move your characters on this count.
Yeah, I'm moving.
And
I still see the
the
lock symbol.
Argon HUD should be working. as well.
Yeah, the HUD's back.
Okay, excellent. The important things. Unfortunately, a lot of my background modules are now fucked, but YOLO, whatever, fuck it, we do it live.
I am moving. Moving fast.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, back to it. Man, this has been great. This has been 10 minutes of my time.
Can anyone see their effects sheet? Or sorry, effects tab in their character sheet?
Yes,
Yeah, I can.
You should be able to.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Are you using the other character sheet?
I think I'm using the old one, yeah.
If you use the tidy sheet, it should allow you to see the effects tab. Oh, wait,
Just
I
click on the effects
can't.
tab on the old sheet.
I can't switch tabs on yours.
Yeah, something just happened. It just completely broke.
Hey, yo, what the hell?
I'm on the tidy sheet. I can see my effects.
I can no longer see anything except for my stats.
But I feel like the tidy sheet didn't change much.
And now I can't close it anymore. I'm going to restart my tab.
Did I just roll? I did. Yo, what the fuck is going
Oh,
on?
I've just been untidy. I see.
Bruh. I shouldn't have updated. I'm so sorry. This was a mistake.
Okay, my character sheet is working again. It just effects isn't working, but that's okay.
Okay. Let me see if I can switch your sheet to this sheet. Maybe that'll help. And then now you can access your
Let me see
effects.
effects.
Yeah, now you can.
Effects is not working, yeah. Alright.
Okay, you're gonna have to use that sheet for a little bit. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's not working. I'm sorry, but it's.
I love that other sheet.
The other sheet is just significantly
like it
better,
so
and
much.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's fine.
LG, dude.
It's fine. But yeah, last time we had left off, your party had gone up to the control room, into the weapons room, and kind of investigated to, determine what plans and ideas there were. You guys realized that, another rest might be needed before you ventured deeper into this location. But yeah, as you're currently kind of just waiting for your ship to be back, which I believe it actually is back now. Yeah, you kind of chilling, vibing. You guys exit the second floor without too much of an issue. I'm gonna see if this works. Please tell me this works. Oh, it does. It looks like it works.
Bolt back. I didn't think we'd get this far.
Man, fuck me. What? I can't even hear. Did the music stop? It did.
I can hear cave sounds, but that's about it.
No, that's the gears cranking.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's the dungeon ambiance. And then I had another track playing, but I think it's stopped. Let's see.
I'm gonna use tidy. I'm just not gonna look at effects.
Yeah. You guys can hear everything here, right? Okay. But yeah. Back to it. Yes, so as you guys were kind of wandering back into the actual city proper, having learned a little bit more about the kind of situation that's going on with the second floor, as well as now having a map with it, what would you like to do? You've kind of exited out of the second floor, closed the door once more, using the same mechanisms that you had seen previously to close it and lock it, and kind of wandered back into Bastion proper. As you're walking back towards the city, kind of looking around, you do see that Abe looks relatively concerned. At the very least, he seems to be deep in thought.
Like after fights?
Mm-hmm. He seems to be very much pondering something.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Oh, nothing too, I'm just, if we're safe here in Bastion, right?
Safer than anywhere else.
Yeah, but, I just had a little bit of a concern that, what happens if we go up too high? And, there's a door that we can't close.
Why would they make a door that can't be closed? Come on, Abe.
Well, a little bit more, metaphorically, I suppose.
You can't think that far.
Yeah, no, it's just, what if something comes out and we can't control it?
That is a valid concern.
You see Terenza kind of walk past and say, if there's something like that up there, we kill it. That's it. And he walks past.
Abe, I'd like to think that the secrets we might find might outweigh the risks. And for whatever risks, the standing Bastion militia might be able to take care of it, surely.
Yes, this is true. We do also have all the Pale Riders, and all of you. are still here. So, yeah. And then the
And don't forget this. And Moray shakes his bucket.
and a bucket.
We have lots of buckets.
Well, I'm thinking that what if not everything is susceptible to water? You know, there could be very, very dangerous weapons up above. That the gnomes or whatever race that was here present or had died out, that there was a reason that they died out, right? They couldn't have just
One problem at a time.
Oh, that is true. Probably thinking a little bit too far ahead. Yeah. Let's
clear out the first floor first. We'll see.
It's the second floor. However,
Second floor.
in the eastern regions, they do call the first floor above the ground floor as the first floor. So, fun fact for you. Yeah, let's go.
Moray's rolling his eyes.
Let's go get a rest.
It's like, okay, you got it.
But yeah, the rest of you kind of wander back into Bastion with relatively quick timing, taking about 30 minutes to kind of wander back over to the main area around the front of Bastion. And you can see that just kind of glancing out in between the buildings towards where like the harbor or like the docks are, what makeshift docks there were, that was constructed specifically so that your boat could dock with it. Your boat has returned. From the best that you can tell, it doesn't look too much the worse for wear. However, the actual sails themselves, as well as one of the what is it? What's that giant pole in the center of the ship called? Mast. That's and one of the masts is kind of slightly damaged. The sails, there's a lot of holes kind of just ripped through it, while a lot of the like the far back mast itself seems to have some actual damage to the mast itself. It seems that like the top portion of it has almost been completely ripped clean off and it's just hanging by a bunch of splinters near the top. However, for the most part that you can tell, well, actually no, from this distance you wouldn't be able to tell. You'd have to actually go up to the ship to kind of inspect it. But you find yourselves near the front of Bastion, a little bit tired, a little bit not quite as there as you'd like to be, but yeah.
What happened to our ship?
Moray is
Where
aghast.
Just could have expected that.
Where could they possibly go to for that to happen?
No.
Didn't they go where we told them to?
You told them exactly where to go, yes.
Moray is on his knees, hitting the ground with a fist. Why?
Got our work cut out for ourselves, huh?
There's a little bit of an older gentleman. He appears to be like like a halfling. He kind of walks over to you, Moray, pats you on the shoulder. Hey there, son. It's gonna be okay. What's going on?
Look what they've done. And they gestures over to the ship.
What they got our ship?
The sails. Oh, the stern.
Oh,
Moray's just describing the damages to this guy.
but that's relatively simple to fix, isn't it?
Moray's beside himself, unconsolable.
I'd rather the ship take the damage than the actual people itself, so...
Yes. Oh, you're Riders Beyond. Are you?
Indeed we are.
The Fourth Riders.
Ah, very, very nice to meet all of you. It's, well, it's an honor, really. You've been doing work that none of the rest of us could fathom to do. My son wanted to sign up for the Riders Beyond, but he's a weak kid, unfortunately. So, though work as he might, he just can't pack the muscle to properly go out there. But thank you all, the rest of you, for your work. And it pats you on the back, Mori. Your ship will get fixed up soon.
Maury's just standing up, wiping the tears out of his eyes. Well, yeah, you're right. They'll get fixed.
Yeah. So, but best of luck. The lands out there are dangerous. He kind of walks away. And you see just, random crowds of people. Some of them are looking at Mori strangely, given that he essentially collapsed in the middle of the street.
Fell to his knees.
Just started wailing, and people were like, what the frick? This guy okay? But yeah. Oh, that's how I have to do it. Oh, that's awful. I fucking hate that. Okay. Yeah. So, what's the plan now? You guys have approximately the rest of the day to yourselves to try and determine what it is that you'd like to do. Either do that or kind of go down, check out the ship, perform a variety of bastion activities, or just take your time and rest. There are some restaurants and things within the actual city itself that you can visit as well. It is, after all, a town where essentially the entirety of the known population resides. So there are a variety of things that are capable to be done within the city itself, if you so wish for entertainment or simply just wish to explore, waste some time. It's entirely up to you.
I want to check out the ship. I'm kind of curious. I want to hear from the people about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Moray is down for that.
No one's also down for that. But he does need some rest at some point.
Yeah.
Not nighttime yet.
It would require a little bit of waiting, especially
No
given
one
that
needs a long rest.
it is essentially high noon at this current moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would be a short rest unless you guys wanted to take a full week for the long rest.
I don't have any hit dice, so I can't short
Well, it
rest
might be a
doesn't
good
do
idea,
anything.
because
Yeah.
if we don't have hit dice, where are we going to go out?
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably long rest. It probably gives us time to repair the ship too.
True.
But as you guys kind of, was there anybody that wanted to do something else other than visit the ship?
No, I'm pissed, dude. I repaired that ship.
It's true.
I fixed that up in record time. This is what happened. Come on.
Yeah, honestly, this is true. But as all of you kind of wander towards the actual ship itself, kind of now actually exiting the mouth of Bastion, you do see a little bit more clearly what kind of damages the ship has sustained. For the most part, it looks to be, honestly, mostly cosmetic. The ship, even as it is currently, would probably still function perfectly fine. Obviously, it wouldn't be optimal to have a giant piece of a mast kind of hanging off of the top of the rear mast. However, it would still function as a ship, and there would be very little risk of it sinking, given that the hull and the majority of the actual lower portions of the ship seem to be, for the most part, completely intact. It sits actually a little bit lower than in the water than you had expected. Actually, and give me a perception check, all four of you. Also on a note, you do see that Gray kind of departs from the group and gives a quick word, says, he's going to check in with his master and is going to instead maybe participate in some other activities within the city. Just so,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, you guys all roll pretty good. Yeah, so basically all of you see that the ship itself, it does sit a little bit lower in the water than you had seen it or when you had boarded it. From the best that you can tell, it seems to be carrying some sort of cargo. Unfortunately, there is no crane that seems to be able to actually hoist cargo out of the ship that is currently located here. So you're seeing people kind of drag things in and out of the ship itself. As of this current moment, you see a bunch of laborers having just boarded the actual ship. But you also see that the third riders, the group that had been previously sent out to kind of escort and kind of determine the location of where you guys have to go on, they're kind of not more injured than they were previously. They're actually looking for the most part fine, but there are like cuts and scratches all over a lot of their faces.
When you say they were injured, you mean when they came back from their encounter with the Thunderbird?
Yes, their previous
Okay.
encounter with the Thunderbird, which
Okay.
was
Well, the first time they were like missing limbs and shit. so-
Yeah.
This time they're looking a lot better. They're not missing any limbs
Okay.
or anything like that. Anya's arm is still very much gone, but she seems a lot more used to kind of like maneuvering around without that arm. And you can see that as she's kind of like having this conversation with Gray off to the side, she seems a lot more comfortable having that arm missing. And honestly, it's a really quick adaptation given that, you know, it had probably only been lost less than 2 weeks ago. But yeah, the rest of them are kind of walking out, and you see, of course, Greenwich, Christopher, Kemka, Zab, and Zila. Do you guys have their entries? I think you do, right?
I think we did.
Double check. You should be able to see them under actors, people, Bastion, third company. Yes, you have access to all their sheets, or at the very least, the surface level of their sheets. Yeah, you see, as you guys are approaching, Christopher is kind of like directing a lot of the people, and some of the laborers seems to be bringing out various different bags filled with stuff. You're not really sure what it is. And he kind of looks around and realizes as all of you guys are approaching. Hey, hello. Hey, we're back. We brought your ship back. It's a little bit banged up. I know. I'm sorry. Right. You know, shit happens out there. However, for the most part, still, you know, repairable. I'm sorry that it had to end up like this, but the city that we went to, you know, that little town that you kind of directed us to, it was wonderful. It was great. Unfortunately, the birds did not like us. This time around, they basically attacked us on sight. They realized we were there, and for some reason, they just, you know, started waylaying on us. Fortunately, it was like in the middle of a storm, and we got lucky. Most of them kind of swam, or when they were attacking us, got pushed into the water. So it wasn't too bad. They did do a bunch of damage up there, kind of waves around at the actual sails and the mast. But for the most part, center of the ship, intact. Still run, the rudder's good, it's all good. Nothing to worry about. Gives you a thumbs up.
Be the judge of that.
Well, you know, I can only do so much. I'm sorry. I'm not really a sailor by heart, by soul, by blood, you know. But we tried to take care of her as much as possible. So, yeah. But we managed to bring back a bunch of kind of like, it's most of it is dried seeds. I don't know if we can revive them potentially, but they look like they were being stored for some reason. It's like grain that hasn't gone off, which is really surprising considering it's been like, what, oh God, 20 years or so? So we managed to find a silo, kind of like pulled all of it up as much as possible. It took us a while when we were there, but there wasn't too much of a threat anymore. We investigated that shark thing that you were talking about.
Okay.
And it did see us, and there was still birds that were kind of surrounding its warehouse, but I think the majority of them had died in that storm. So we took care of the rest of them, and we didn't really know what to do with the shark. But when we approached it, Kemka said that he was getting visions. I don't know, it was kind of weird. He said that he was hearing voices from the shark. So I'm going to be honest, didn't like that. Greenwich kind of just took its head off. So, yeah.
So, is it confirmed to be dead?
Yep.
Hope for the best.
As close as dead as anything could be. It wasn't moving. The body started decomposing the next day. Not like super rapidly or anything, but any birds that were remaining that we didn't take care of, they kind of disappeared. Maybe they left, maybe they stuck around, not really sure. And we're pretty sure it was dead, considering, you know, it wasn't regrowing any of its flesh. Though we did set it on fire, just to be sure.
Good, you know, you can never be too sure. And also be a zombie shark.
That is terrifying to think about, but I'm hoping that because of the warehouse having collapsed in on itself, and it still being on fire when it collapsed, and the body being inside, and the head being parted from the actual body, that it won't come back to haunt us. And it's a shark, it can't really grow like legs and arms to come and hunt us, right? Even if it did, we're in Bastion. Whatever magic that's reanimating it won't work here.
I'm kind of curious about the visions and the voices from the shark. Like, was it anything that was comprehensible?
You'll have to ask Kemka about it. For me, he just kind of said they were real weird. So, honestly, not up to me, not my kind of thing. And he was trying to talk to it for a little bit before Greenwich got way too, you know, paranoid and stuff, so head came off. Yeah. Kemka's head is still attached to him. Just, you know, the shark's isn't.
That's good. Where is he right now? Where can I find him?
Just over there. He kind of points towards the edge of the lake, and you can actually see that Kemka is currently like sitting there with one of his feet just kind of in the sand, in like the dirt sand mixture, and just kind of like looking out into the water. It's not like a weird look, he just looks contemplative, like he's thinking. Contemplative, whatever that word is. He looks like he's thinking and just kind of like looking out over the actual lake itself.
Has he been that way all day?
Well, he usually likes to think, likes to sit back, kind of just like ponder everything that we did and saw us, and he does it different ways. I just assumed that this is probably one of those ways.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, he's kind of like the brains of the group, you know. He thinks before he acts, and the rest of us are much more act before we think kind of thing. So he's a good balance, great balance. Unfortunately, you know, some people don't listen to him. I don't either. Shh, it's okay. Sometimes we don't listen to him. We usually do. Sometimes. But yeah, go talk to him. Make sure he's okay. From what we could tell, from what we analyzed, he seems fine. Like there's nothing wrong with him. Like Zab took an entire overlook over his entire body, over his entire like kind of thing, and his mind seems to be his own. Everything seems to be okay. Just got some weird prophetic visions. So feel free. Kind of gestures over. Still gotta get the rest of these seeds kind of like things out of the hold. And we should really build a crane.
Maybe we'll find a crane and bring that back.
I wish it was that easy. I think we actually probably have the materials to build one. I might go see if I can commission something. Give me He thinks about it before. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head off. Good luck with him. I'll see you guys later.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the help.
For sure. And your ship. It's back. It's yours. Feel free to do with it what you will. We probably won't need it for a little while. At the very least, we need some rest.
Hopefully you guys get some more ship training as well so that she comes back in better shape.
Well, come on, man. It was like an entire storm as well as a bunch of birds attacking it. I'm sorry it's not in perfect shape.
You don't apologize to me, apologize to Maury.
He looks
And
over
Hodge.
at you, Moray. Sorry.
Or he has no words.
I've seen ships come into dock before as a ship, right? Like how bad does it actually look up close?
Honestly, it's not that bad. it looks like a ship that's been through a little bit of a shitstorm, specifically an actual storm. And other than the sails, a lot of them being like you'll probably have to either replace them or kind of go up there and sew all of them closed. It's actually not that bad. Like, this would probably take maybe 3 days to fix everything. And that's assuming you're working at like a normal pace. You're not going like ham.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what is going on? Sorry, like, there's no more music for any of you, right?
We just stopped. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it supposed to loop?
Yeah, it was supposed to loop. I don't know what it's doing. It's fine. Whatever. This is... Man, this is what I get for fucking updating without... Whatever. It's fine. I do have a backup, so I might actually go see if I can go back to that backup. But we will have to wait for that until next time. But yeah. So for now, you do see Kemka kind of like standing beside the beach. He picks up a stone and kind of like skips it over the water. Do you approach?
Yeah.
Yeah. As all of you kind of walk up nearby, he doesn't really say anything. He looks over at all of you before going back to just skipping stones. And give me a insight check, all four of you, if you're all four approaching. 15, 20. Hoj and no?
Where is it?
Insight. Okay.
This man is a liar.
You guys are doing fucking amazing.
We can see right through it.
Moray, Noah, you can see that he is very in thought. It's less that he's in thought because like he has a lot to think about, but it's more like he's concerned about something. And of course, Elena, Hoj, you can definitely see that, you know, he's thinking about something and it's not like clear exactly what it is, but he seems to be a little bit off. Like he doesn't have a happy expression when he's thinking about it.
Hey,
Throw another
Kemka.
stone.
Approach him and
Yeah, what's up? What?
what are you doing there?
I'm throwing stones into the water. Seeing the ripples kind of come out from the actual water itself makes it a little bit more calm. You see when the stone it strikes the water, these waves form, and the waves they're very predictable in the look and pattern of it. So it's nice. It's calming for me. Maybe not.
Mind if I try? Can Moray find a nice rock
Sure.
to skip?
He's not really skipping the stones, more as in he's just kind of like chucking it. But you can try and see if you can find a nice rock.
Moray, you should teach him how to skip it.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Why does it keep
Prompting you?
prompting me?
You can press Alt and left click the perception, and it should skip that. Oh, sorry. Alt is rolling with advantage.
Oh,
Yeah. I think it's a 4 plus 6.
that's a 4
10.
plus 6.
Sorry, I did. Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. That's okay.
Unfortunate.
He rolled with advantage because he skipped so many stones in his life. Come on.
True. No.
That didn't you read my backstory, Jake? Come on.
No, you didn't. I've read your backstory. You pick up, like, you do find okay stone. It's like a little flat, but it's got chunks and kind of like pieces off to the side, and it's not
That's
super
okay.
rounded on the sides.
What would this be? Athletics, acrobatics?
This would be an athletics check. Or actually, you know what?
Dexterous?
This would be
Wait a hand.
an athletics check based on dexterity. So do you have proficiency in athletics?
I do.
What's your dexterity mod? Do you have proficiency in
Dexterity
acrobatics?
Yeah.
So just roll an
Plus
acrobatics. It's the same modifier, but this would be an athletics check. So essentially what this means is that you're using your dex modifier and the proficiency of whether you have proficiency in athletics.
Cool.
So yeah, just roll me with your dex mod. Okay.
16.
16. That's not bad. Honestly, even with such a kind of shit stone, you do manage to get a solid 4-5 skips out of it. And you see him kind of look out towards the actual skips and furrows his brow. A bit chaotic.
What else is chaotic? Moray just looks at him inquisitively.
Oh, Christopher probably told you about the visions I got, huh?
Might have mentioned something.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't pretty. Let's just say that. It was flashes. I didn't see a lot. I'm just trying to make sure that I commit as much of it to memory as possible. But there was a couple of flashing scenes, some strange lights, strange creatures that I'd never seen before, and something happening. I don't know what it means. I'll be entirely honest. I've spent the entirety of our return journey thinking about what it could mean, but it really doesn't matter whether I have 2 days or 4 days or a week or 2 weeks. Can't make sense of it right now. Maybe if I go look it up or something, maybe I don't know.
Well, you don't have to do it alone. You can always rely on us and the other riders.
Yeah. I plan on putting it onto a detailed report so that everyone can take a look and spread it to the rest of the riders, so that maybe there's someone else who's more brilliant who can potentially take a look. I was going to seek out and see if Silas Alexi had any ideas about these weird prophetic sharks that could regenerate meat after they were being bitten. But probably a little bit out of anybody's range of expertise. This world, especially given it's so new, so strange, so different. But yeah, I can tell you a little bit about the flashes I've seen.
If you don't mind, obviously you don't have to.
Well, it's not like it's traumatic. It's just uncomfortable, I guess would be the best way to put it. None of them had anything specific to do with Bastion. But it was precursor events, things that had happened, I think, in the past, but it's difficult to tell. Some of them look like there was the first of silver, like the world had just started accepting this kind of weird strangeness that was going on. And some of it looked like it was far in the future, when we had fought them back and kind of returned everything to normal. But the first one that I saw, this brief flash, no more than, God, it felt like a painting more than anything else. A singular, strange creature. They were humanoid in shape, but it looked like instead of their face, it was just a smooth skull. No eye holes, no nose hole. But their jaw was unhinged, and they had multiple rows of serrated teeth, and there's these 2 large tusks that extended out the side of his head, or her head. I don't know. But they were humanoid, and they looked like they were smiling. They exited out of a portal, and that was the first flash. It looked like maybe they were standing in some sort of forest or something. a swamp, forest. I couldn't tell. And
That is quite unsettling.
yeah, it's I don't know what it means. I don't know who they were, but I also got a feeling from them, like they were happy, joyous, or overjoyed even. It was disgusting. There was blood dripping out of their mouth as well, I think. Or some sort of red liquid. Maybe it was their own blood. It was something else's. And then the next one I saw was just another flash. It looked like maybe it was the shark itself when I was young. Like a pulse, a wave, something hit it. Like it looked maybe like the first of silver. And its entire head, its entire biology, everything about it changed. It became different. That was really it. The third one, it didn't make any sense. It looked like the pictures of the city of Varela, way up in the north near Calendar's Scar. It was this massive creature, 4 legs, built of muscle, these bone and chitinous armor all over its entire body, blue, yellow, and white. And it sparks lightning. It was this great big beast, and it was tearing through Varela. It stood taller than even some of the 4-story buildings that were within the city, and it was just rampaging. And something flew down to hit it, and it collapsed. Before I saw a flash of a woman. Dark hair, red dress, magic coursing through her entire body. It sounds like it was the Empress of Varela. At least when, before the First of Silver, they had a Empress. She protected the city. Before the Flash was gone. Afterwards, what I saw was strange. It looked like a ridge, a mountain, something. And it was just row after row of centaurs that came marching over the edge of it. Each and every single one of them was equipped in very similar fashion. Bows, arrows, crossbows, spears, and swords. Like they were there for war. But I'd never seen that amount of centaurs. And it looked like they were evil. They had these devious grins on all of their faces and this wicked look in their eyes. And they stampeded forward. And the very earth shook at their movement. And there was a blurred figure somewhere in the back that was standing much taller than they were, but I couldn't see it. The blur, the flash is too quick. At this point, it was already too much. Everything started to hurt and my brain got foggy. And this purple light, this scroll, this something, this point, very similar to the one that we had seen in Vinewater. It changed color to a bright white. And for some reason, it felt like we were doomed. This horrible feeling of dread came over my entire body when I saw it turn white. To me, it doesn't make any sense. How does a strange magical orb thingy turning white all of a sudden instill within me the same dread that I had when I first learned about the First of Silver? It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they're related.
Maybe. Or maybe it's another apocalypse waiting to come. Maybe it's something else. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the gods decided that they wanted to invade this land and just say, humans? We don't need those. Flick their finger and we're all gone.
It's quite a grim way to look at it, but
It's existential. But the gods have never done anything like that. They have always been kind. Well,
What?
they've always tried to be kind. Not every god is good by heart, but they have done as they were meant to.
They have the checks and balances for sure.
For every action that is good, Zevahim does something that is bad. For everything that is bad or chaotic, Ikanin does something just. A great equality playing out, but as of this current moment, the gods, they're silent. And I don't know if that silence is apathy, or if that silence is because they're gone. And at this current moment, I don't know which one is more terrifying. So, yeah, I'm a little shaken.
we definitely appreciate the information. I think there's a lot to kind of dig into there, but I think you can really use breather. Maybe take your mind off things, go do something fun.
While the world explodes around me.
It's not happening yet.
Look, an undead wizard shark sent you these images. It was just trying to scare you.
It didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like it was evil, the shark. It didn't feel like it was sending me these things because it wanted me to back away. It felt like it was warning me. Warning us. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just an insane wizard shark that just happens to have some bit of prophecy.
Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the some of like the descriptions and events of the First Silver like ring any bell to me, even though I was kind of a child?
Give me a history check. How old were you during the First of Silver?
Let's see, what's my current age?
It would be exactly 20 years ago. Well, not exactly 20 years ago, but, you know.
Wait, let me roll first, and then I'll go look up my character sheet.
17. And how old are you, Elena?
It's my D&D folder. Fuck.
You should just be able to double, or it should be just fourth writers, Elena. And then let's see, biography. Oh, unless you actually don't have it written on your sheet.
I should write it on my sheet, but I didn't.
Probably
I found the
a good idea.
document. I'm 32, so I guess I'd be 12 years old.
About 12 years old. So when you were just a child. You do recall bits and pieces, flashes, but that wave that he kind of described in one of those visions, it felt familiar. You weren't really able to see magic, but you could feel something like that had occurred. And very much all the people around you had kind of felt similar as well, especially those who were capable of casting spells. They seemed like something was either cut off from them, or changed, or removed, or just like it didn't feel right. That's the way that a lot of people have described it.
I was just a little girl back then, but those events, at least of the past, do somewhat line up with my memory as far as I can remember.
Yeah. Now the question is, what's in the past? One of them is almost certainly in the past, that wave, that shark, when it was younger. At least it looked like it was younger. I don't know how old sharks can get, but it didn't look, you know, I don't know, that different. It definitely looked a little smaller. Obviously, it wasn't undead. But I don't know. It could also be the case that it was another shark, and that vision was in the far future and something else like this happens. I'd like it not to. I'd like to find the source. I'd like to make sure that if we, as a civilization, were to ever recover, that something like that would never occur again. An entire apocalypse? Fuck. Imagine trying to live through that. And yet here we are.
Did once.
Sorry?
So,
Already did once.
That doesn't mean we'll survive again.
well, I wouldn't be quick to discount the resilience of everyone.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure. Yes. I agree. I think that we should fight tooth and nail for everything that we've gotten so far, and more. But yet, still, there is luck that accounts for some of this. That next time we don't know if we'll be so lucky. If we'll have it as good. So I'd rather just prevent it from happening again.
That's kind of what we're there to do. It's to investigate, research, and hopefully find a brighter path forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we have an actual clue. An actual idea. Those orbs, those strange things that I'd found that we had seen in Vine Water. The one that I saw that turned white, it wasn't in Vine Water. It was in another city. I didn't recognize it, so I don't know where it was.
Could you maybe describe that city and maybe I can figure it out just from.
It was inside of a high tower. I don't know where. The interior was stone. The room was dark. There was glass windows all around. Cloudy, hard to see out of them. But maybe beside a lake or an ocean. Other than that, I really can't tell you much more.
Does that ring a bell for me, Jake?
Give me a survival check.
I guess everyone can do it.
Yep. technically yes, because everybody he kind of gave the description to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Moray
I
is
was
like
listening.
Moray
No, he
is
doesn't want to
yeah.
see
Moore's not even
nothing
paying
to
attention.
avoid.
He's staring back at the ship, and he's like, "Oh my god, they scratched the fucking wood on the side.
Oh.
Oh my god."
Does that sound like Voilin? There's a tower there.
It doesn't sound like Voilin. It seemed a little bit more isolated. The glass that he kind of described in the tower and the stone, all of it seems more... It seemed different. It was likely that it was probably somewhere else, such as Keepka or Greenspire or Shale. There was a chance it could have been Karen's Edge, Avon, but just not Vinewater. Anywhere that was large, that had access to an ocean or a lake. It could even have been like Sin or Castle Kovan. It's hard to say. There's too many possibilities. That's what you get, Leonare and Elena. Hoj? Moray? No fucking idea. Did you want to roll, Noah?
Yeah, we'll see what I can parse out of that.
Nat 20, nat 20.
I believe in you. Ooh,
Close enough.
you did meet the DC.
Ooh.
For one other piece
Can I
of information.
recognize?
It's not that you recognize what he's saying. It's more that you realize that a lot of the coastal and kind of like lake-bound cities that are beside the actual waters themselves, a lot of them probably didn't have buildings in that style. There's only a few places that you could isolate that you know would have something like that. A place like Haven or Bilgeburn, they're specifically much more made of wood, very similar to Vinewater. They're buildings that are kind of like scattered throughout and built for comfort and use, not really for, grandeur. Maluna, Port Kell, even Sevens Land, they're out of the running as well because they were mostly trade ports and kind of like residential. Karen's Edge is a runner, Karen's Edge is a possibility. Greenspire and Keepka are the three that you kind of isolate as the ones that are most likely to be it. A close third, or a close after those three, would potentially be Castle Kovan or Avon.
Okay. I'll relay that information. A couple missionaries of the Church of Kavati used to tell stories about towns that look like that. Buildings, that architecture.
Yeah.
Might be some of those locations.
I mean, it makes sense. It's gonna be hard to see anything like that in Vinewater, given that half of the city floats on top of water. Not exactly room for stone architecture and glass windows without, blowing one of those out. I guess it makes sense. But maybe it's a clue. Maybe you go to Vinewater, check the orb, the thing, the artifact, the whatever, out. In my heart of hearts, I know that it's not white yet. I don't know why, but it's this vague feeling. But let's hope it just doesn't turn white.
I want to ask him more about the Minotaurs, that vision.
The centaurs, not minotaurs.
The centaurs?
Oh, sorry, centaurs. Yeah.
Are centaurs known to be evil in this world? Are they or are they just kind of like normal people?
They're typically they usually give me a history check.
Also, in that vision, the centaurs were marching on Varela in that vision?
No, they were not. They were marching over the crest of a hill. You don't know where they were marching.
You don't know where?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was like the crest of a hill. There was no trees or anything nearby. But Hoj, you would remember that centaurs, they're typically tree-bound. They're usually from the Fey realm, and they were actually very rare. there was some that kind of lived in the Varela area, and there was some to be known to have like roving bands within the North Tilden Woods, but they were relatively small groups, no more than maybe like 5 to 10. Like the largest group that you can recall ever hearing about was maybe like a group of 15, and they were all ganging up to kill like this massive monster that had invaded their territory.
Yeah, but was it like if you see a centaur, like stay away from it, or like?
No, not usually. They're not like bad people per se. They're
Okay.
typically quite neutral, and unless you do something to like fuck with them or fuck them up, they're usually like they don't care. Like if you wander into their territory lost, they'll like very gently push you out of the territory. But if you wander into their territory with like ill intent, they will fucking kill you.
Okay. So seeing like a whole legion of them march, kind of like what the heck?
It's insane. It is completely incredibly impossible. Like that's just not something they would ever do.
There'd have to be like a big portal from the Fae realm or something open up.
Yeah, maybe. What was that, Nick?
There would be no way to know, but I was gonna ask if they had the different like tribes and customs, or if they're just kind of like I don't know, more a monolithic people from the Fae realm.
You can give either an Arcana or a History check.
Okay. I'll do an Arcana. I'll do a history check.
Sure. Yeah.
Anything in the ancient tomes?
You're trying to think, and you do know that they're usually separated into their own families. Like very small families. It's like 1 to 3 males and like 4 to 5 females. And that's usually the sizes of their normal families. And that they almost always kept to their own family, to their own like clan. They very rarely interacted with other people unless they needed to. However, this is only things that you specifically remember in regards to centaurs. Like, even back in the day, before the First of Silver, centaurs were a very rare sight.
Are they like uncommon now?
Now there's so few of them, you actually don't think you've seen any in the last 20 years. There's certainly none of them in Bastion. But yeah. You see him go back to like throwing his stones out into the water.
That was kind of insightful.
Well, hopefully it helps you a little bit more than it helps me. I haven't slept well in a couple of days. I'm gonna go see if I can get some alcohol to drown out this and get some proper sleep.
Should we gaslight him into thinking that the shark was just trying to fuck
That's
with
what I'm
him?
saying. Like the shark was
Might
just
be
trying to
better.
He fell for motherfucker fell for one minor illusion and now he's traumatized. Like I'm saying.
It might be better for his psyche if we try to convince him otherwise, you know?
It's up to you. You can see that he's like tossed his last rock and seems to be pulling, both of his feet out
Yeah,
of the
wait, let me
water.
check Noah's alignment really quick. Maybe I shouldn't. No, I can't. No, I can't.
He kind of walks back onto the beach, pats himself off, puts his stockings and his shoes back on before nodding at all of you. Honestly, talking about it a little bit has actually helped. Feels like maybe we're sharing the weight now.
Sure thing, buddy. I'm strong enough.
Don't worry, we'll find the truth together.
Thanks. I'll be in Bastion for the next week. I'll see you guys around.
See you around.
You too, good sir.
Farewell.
Yeah, you see as he kind of walks towards the actual city itself, you see Christopher kind of approach all of you. So, what do you say? Is he all like super depressed, or is he doing okay?
I don't think he's doing that
Not
well.
doing amazing.
You should probably try to cheer him up and take his mind off things for a bit.
Yeah, you think
Take him for a
so?
nice night out.
Okay, perfect. I know. Is he straight? I think he's straight. I'm pretty sure he's straight. Okay, I know a friend who wants everything to do with him. So I'm gonna go find her, and I'm gonna go see if I can find some drinks. Thank all of you later. If you find out any information that's insightful or useful, I'd like to know, but you should probably dumb it down because shrugs, points at his own head, shrugs again, walks off.
Sure, Ebron can explain it properly.
Yeah, or tell Lebron. That works too.
Yeah, I don't wanna. I'm not interested in. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, he kind of lightly jogs after his friend.
Some things are just best left unsaid.
All right. But you guys are kind of left alone, maybe about 50, 60 feet away from the actual boat. And you can see that the majority of the seeds and such has been actually moved off of the boat now. Seeds, grains, stuff. But yeah.
So, what would you guys think of that?
It's a nice story.
I feel like there's a lot of information in those visions. I think there might be important information. Don't really know yet, but something my gut just tells me it's gonna help us piece together what really happened.
Maury skeptical. He seemed a little out of it.
You're like,
Gonna put
yeah,
too much
really?
thought into
Take
a-
it seriously? Like, can't literally be like that.
I mean, it felt similar to what I experienced on the first of Silver Soul.
Why didn't the shark project those to our minds when we were over there?
That's what I'm saying. What secret
Well, that's
arcane
selective.
knowledge does this shark have?
You guys also remember that you were never in any sort of direct contact with the shark. Like, I think you saw it through a familiar.
Did he touch it?
You don't know? You didn't ask?
We should probably ask. Fuck.
Come
They
back.
did chop its head off, and no, they probably did. They probably did actually. Wait, wasn't he the one that chopped its head off?
No,
Right?
Greenwich was the one who chopped the head off.
Oh, okay.
Kemka, the reason that Greenwich chopped the head off was because Kemka started like panicking.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, regardless, I think I found out what her next task is gonna be.
Oh yeah.
And I think we go to Vinewater and check on those orbs that he mentioned.
Rainwater?
Oh, yeah, I guess we could.
Because the way he was describing it, he was really panicked about the orbs, specifically about it turning white. I'm not entirely sure what exactly he's talking about, but it might warrant another expedition out there.
Yeah, or he could be losing it.
It's true. Say, wasn't it Voilin that had the church at the top of the city with like a
Voilin?
very weird ethereal light shining down on it?
Yes.
Okay, that was Voilin. Okay.
It's either that or we just continue climbing the tower.
Oh. I
I
wouldn't
think-
mind going back out, but I think
I'd
we
agree
need
to go to
a long
Vinewater.
rest.
Yeah, after a long rest.
I think at the very least we should take care of some of the issues in the surrounding area around Bastion instead of letting it pile up.
You mean outside the city?
Yeah, I mean, outside of the
I
city.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
There's still that bird.
But he can't get into the barrier.
Wait. Party, we should probably make sure someone's guarding that half-open door.
No, it's
To
fully
No, we
closed.
can close it, can't we?
No, the door could be
I
fully
thought it
closed.
was stuck.
We can
I
close
thought
it
was
now.
stuck.
Not anymore,
we-
because you guys
Okay.
had dislodged what was keeping it stuck, and
Mhm.
you found the mechanism that closed it from your side.
Yeah, let's definitely close that. Just in case, you know.
Keep it
Give-
closed. Make sure no one opens it.
Give me a history check.
Yeah. Probably tell Ebron. I mean, Ebron's aware, but you should tell him
Yeah.
specifically. Yeah.
All of you can give me a history check.
+1. 7.
Ooh, okay. Leonaire, Elena, Hoj, the three of you kind of think about it, and you're like, okay. I know for a fact that it can be opened from the inside as well. However, Leonaire and Hoj, you know that very much the chances of it actually getting opened from the second floor coming down is 0. Because it hadn't been opened in 20 years, why would it open now?
Yeah, exactly. There's not like a guardian up there like walking around turning buttons and shit.
And Moray, Noah, you're like, yeah, you know, that'll be fine. The door's still stuck open. Oh no, it's not.
Okay.
But yeah,
We just tell everyone to keep an eye on it. Okay.
so you're gonna tell Ebron that to send someone to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, make sure kids don't play around.
Sure.
Yeah, have someone watching it.
Yeah, there were scribbles before, so it makes sense that don't want kids playing there.
Okay. Alright, I'll assume you get that message out to Ebron. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do? Or did you guys want to proceed with your long rest? Or short rest,
It's-
whichever one.
I think it's long rest time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Noah has nothing left in his reserves.
just reset and then go on the voyage.
Alright. I'm guessing Moray and Hoj are also okay.
Yeah,
with
I'm down to
We'll
long
be
rest.
long rest as well.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with that. I
Just
think I'm gonna
making
hit this as
sure.
well.
Actually, how's my? Unless I used up all my hit dice, let me check.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
have 0 hit
which
dice. That's
order?
That's a long rest.
Sorry. Which order did I tell you the prophecy in? It was the strange Fey man with the skull. It was the shark. And then what was the one I told you about after?
There's that massive beast thunder thing, and then the stuff that happened like at Vrel, I think.
Right. And then afterwards, it was the thing. Okay. Right. And then last was the orb. Was there 5? Or did I only give you 4? Strange Fey Man, the shark, the beast, and the orb turning white. Oh, that's everything. Okay. Yes. Yep. Alright, so if you guys wanted to take a long rest, we will go into downtime activity modes. But also, I'm going to be nice. I'll level you guys up to 4.
Let's
Oh,
go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Nah, it's
Fucking
over.
go.
Unfortunately, I think your leveling might have to be manual. Let me double check actually.
I'll wait till you
Enable
fix
the
up your
mod
fix it.
modules.
again.
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah, I'll see.
Oh wait, no, this I think the one module that's important for this. I'll reload it. It should work for this version. As far as I'm aware, it's been updated to version 12. If you guys wanted to check.
Well, we're playing 5th edition.
Oh, sorry. Version 5.12. At the very top right of your character sheet, the import button should be now available once again. And your level up should work. Yes, excellent. Oh, it works. Okay, so all of you can level up. And I will, after you level up, go through the 7 days.
I have a question. You know how we're like
You
we're
will-
doing the gestalt rules?
You will have to re-roll your entire, like you will have to refresh your page to log back in because I turned it off for a bit. Sorry. Yes. Sorry. What was that?
Yeah, so like since I'm like technically level 6, my like cantrips and stuff for casting at like a higher level.
Oh, are they by
Even
default?
though I
doing that?
guess yeah, like I don't know how to like change it back.
It's giving your total level to be. Okay, I think I might be able to change that. For you right now, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, we get ability score improvements. Do we take both improvements?
Yes.
Okay.
You take both improvements. So you can get. Oh, wait. Let me go double check my own freaking thing because I can't remember. I think it was like you could take one and then the other one had to be a feat, but I have to double check what I said.
What is
Oh, no, sorry. Ability score improvements at levels where you would gain 2 ASIs, you get to use both. Yeah, so you're actually good. Feel free to use
so we
both.
can't get a feat?
You can. But you would forego the
Can we
plus
get
2.
two?
Yeah, you can get 2 feats as well if you'd like.
Okay.
Wait, can I get one ASI and one feat?
Yes. Mix and match.
Oh,
Feel
look
free.
at feats again.
How do you level up not on the tidy sheet?
What do you mean?
Where's the prompt for level up?
It should be there at the very top right as well still. Or, actually, sorry, you have to unlock your sheet first. So at the top left, you can click edit mode, and then there should
Edit
be a
mode,
little
and
thing
then-
that looks like a level up button underneath your short rest button. At the top right near your level.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It should be the same process. Your
Mhm.
battle master goes to
Awesome.
4, your cleric goes to 4. Welcome to level 4, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is where the fun starts.
Mhm.
Just kidding, it's been a grand time already.
Oh, master.
Oh yeah? I'm about to have bonus action grab.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Now we're just gonna see extra large creatures.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now everything you see is going to be huge or larger.
I can still grab huge.
Shit. Gigantinormous. That one.
And we're fighting fucking like shit. We're fighting some crazy.
We're gonna fight the ship.
You're just going to have to grapple the ship. Good luck.
There is Tavern Brawl.
Tavern Brawler should be there.
Lucky he's not allowed,
Where to
right?
find it? Do I hit the list SRD?
Yeah, SRD should have it.
Oh,
Standard
yeah.
reference document, yeah. Configure actor trackable attributes. Is it Creature bar? No, that's a sheet. Additional system fonts. Alright. Have fun with your level up. I just realized the music has stopped playing again. Thank you.
Jake, I have a question.
What's up?
Can I, like, instead of taking a feat, remove my weakness?
No.
Okay.
We'll learn more cantrips. Ow.
I will, however, consider rebalancing your weakness. Because it's hitting you a lot harder than it's hitting everybody else.
Yeah.
So I will change it for you, just not this session. It'll probably be like
That's
next session
fine.
or session after.
Yeah, that's fine. Also for HP, it's roll, and then if you get less than average, you take average.
Yes, sir. And you get to
Okay.
roll for both.
Okay.
God, I don't care about the CSS, please. I just want the actual sheet, man. Oh, God. D&D 5e dot level number. Okay. Open up Elena's sheet. If I open up Gestalt rules, should be system dot level number and a minus 4. Does that change it? Does your firebolt still cast at a higher level?
Let me see.
It's still
Yes.
casting at a 2d10. Okay. Let's see. I think it's the firebolt's damage that's currently scaled. It's got a. Does it have a special effect on it? No, it doesn't. What? Does it have a scaling that's counted on here? Why is it spell level cantrip? What? Why is it automatically rolling 2d10 then? That's very weird. Oh, you can turn off the level scaling at the bottom of the cantrip when you edit and go into details. And then you can turn on the level scaling again afterwards. So now it should just be a normal D10. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the system's not really made for Gestalt. My apologies. But, you know, it be what it be. A little bit of manual interventions required for playing a little bit of a custom system. But yeah, should be good. Should be good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably actually call this session here. Whatever money you paid will be moved to next session. This one's free. Don't worry about it. It's a little short. My apologies. It wasn't supposed to be. I'm just bad and stupid and forget things. So I'm gonna we'll have that set for next time. But yeah, you should be fine. Feel free to level up. Continue doing your thing. I will be back